You are listening to the Audacity with Warren and
she was like, everybody got their jeans in their head? She said, raise your hand if it's a man. People start raising their hand. And then she was like, keep your hand raised if they're white. And people came, she said, keep your hand raised if it's Albert Einstein. And then some of the people were like, whoa! And so then she was like, some people that didn't raise their hand, who's yours? I was like, well, mine was Maya Angelou. And then she was like, yes. And I was like, yeah, she's a genius.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but it was just so funny how, like, unconscious bias, like even black people or women. She said, look how many women in here raising their hand for white men.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, other stuff like learn, right? Because it's like, you know, who, like when we're growing up, we're trying to figure out, okay, who is a genius?
Right.
There's not a lot of people that are widely accepted as a genius, you know? I think Albert Einstein was probably one because, you know, math, and people are like, oh, math, I suck at that.
Right.
If he can add, that nigga's a genius.
A genius. Just like that nigga with them apples. The gravity nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Isaac Newton?
Isaac Newton?
Is that him?
Yeah, I was going to say Isaac Hayes, but I know that's not correct. But it is Black History Month.
It is.
It is.
Speaking of Black History Month,
yes,
we got a black-owned podcast here. And they're here.
Support black-owned business.
Specifically, black-owned podcast.
Hello.
Which you're doing, so thank you.
Thank you for being here, guys. Yo.
What's up?
It's February 2nd of 2020.
We're doing that.
I always get mad, bro, because I feel like January always go by too quick. It's my birthday month. I feel like it just fly by. I feel like it could be New Year's, then it'd be MLK, then it'd be over. Like, that's January.
Interesting, because I feel like my experience with January is that's the longest month ever, because it's the furthest one away from my birthday. So it's like, it just drags on. Think about it. We had the insurrection. They tried to, they took over the Capitol for like 3 seconds or something like that. And then we had, you know, MLK, appreciate you. And then your birthday was the whole thing. The inauguration, Joe Biden, Kamala in that thing.
Yes.
You know, all the things, man. I'm grateful to be here, bro.
And look, what a time to be alive, but for real though. Who would have thought that at 21 years old, I would still be seeing so many firsts? That shit is crazy.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Every day we doing something new. Joe Biden busy too.
We're going to get into Joe Biden a little bit later.
You're right. You're right.
First, I want to get into love and gratitude. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for being here. We couldn't do this podcast without you.
Thank you.
These are for you.
Always.
And we use the fake shit because it lasts longer. Think about it. All right.
But seriously, thank you, God. Thank you, everybody, for being here. You could have been anywhere else on the internet.
Yes.
You could have been Googling how to do Forex trading and wasting your time with, you know, some kind of pyramid scheme. I know there's some Forex traders that are like listening while they're, you know, trading stocks right now. Hey, pay attention, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. You got anything else?
No, I'm good. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all. Shall we move on to this podcast?
Yes.
All right, first up, how have you been?
It's crazy. Like I said, y'all, it's February 2nd. I feel like January flew by. It was jam-packed, though, to your point earlier. It was a jam-packed month.
January is the longest month of the year.
I feel like slick 2020 kind of just came into 2021 and like kind of lingered a little bit. But I feel like it's starting to kind of fall off as Black History Month. I'm feeling good about that.
For me, the year doesn't start until February. Black History.
Hurtful. My birthday.
Oh.
My birthday's in January, but that's cool.
Well, hey, I mean, you know.
I'm glad it started where it started for you.
It started where it started, you know.
Wow, that's crazy.
I'm not saying you didn't exist. I'm just saying.
The whole month was a leap year, elite month. Shit, fuck January, bro. No, seriously, I've been good. I'm actually going on a cabin trip next week, and I just really kind of need to get away. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I've been chilling. How are you?
That's cool. I've been doing pretty good. What's going on? Somebody stole my lawnmower out my damn shed.
Like they came onto your property?
Came onto the property, stole my lawnmower out the shed.
Bro!
I wasn't gonna cut the leaves and the grass. No way. I want, you know, it's just cold outside.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out who's trying to be doing all this yard work in the brisk of winter.
The audacity.
It's crazy.
Like, niggas used to only steal, like, when it was, like, convenient. Now they're, like, actively seeking out, like, ways to make it. That's crazy. This crime in Atlanta get out of control.
You know the economy bad when niggas trying to steal stuff for jobs. Like, you know what, let me go get a third job.
I need this pressure washer.
I need a pressure washer.
You don't understand. I got a family of 4. I need this. That's crazy.
It's crazy. Other than that, I went out of town.
Where'd you go?
Last week, 2 weeks ago. I went to St. Thomas.
Boy, you so cool.
Man, look,
you're so international.
So I flight deals. It's crazy. And then I was like, okay, if Joe Biden does get in there, he about to shut down the country in like a day or two. So figure I'd go ahead and get up in that thing while I could.
One thing you do, you be thinking, all y'all niggas planning trips in March, April, go ahead, get your money back.
Get your money back.
It's probably not going to be what you think
shut this thing down.
He definitely is. It's headed that way. That's cool.
Yeah, had a great time though. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
I think we did the thing.
I'm capped. No cap. I'm capped.
Again. Moving right into it, we mentioned it's Black History Month. And I think right now is a great time to celebrate what's kind of gotten us to this point. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Our trailblazers.
Yes.
You know, the most important people, a part of this whole movement is being black. And I'm talking about the black women, not just all black women. You know, while yes, black women, but specifically the ones that have been doing the Busset Challenge. And the Silhouette Challenge. And, I want to thank you all personally from, all black men's perspective. Thank you, because, we was on social media, nothing's really happening. We're watching like the news and shit, sports highlights that we've seen. And then all of a sudden, you get Nelly sampled. They're like, oh, I think it's my shit. And they was like, oh, it's a challenge.
This is my shit.
This is my shit. Follow this tagline.
Right.
Have you been keeping up with this?
I am definitely a fan of the Busted Challenge. Black women are just amazing, phenomenal. Like they move the culture. It was lit. I saw a couple of niggas trying to like hop on afterwards. No.
How do you feel about that? When they like niggas try to do some of these challenges?
I feel like sometimes niggas just take it too far. Like the Busted Challenge was cool. Then I saw niggas like busting their dicks out. I'm just like, y'all, it's just too far. It's just too. I get it. We all in the house bored. Turn your phone off.
Yeah.
Okay, just don't do that shit.
You know what I don't like about this? With some of these challenges, I don't like when some women kind of start doing the challenge and then they're like, what you need to do is bust yourself down to get you an LLC. And I'm like, ma'am, this is not the place for that.
It's not the time.
Don't be wasting our time like that.
It's not.
We here for a specific reason.
I'd rather see you bust your ass trying to do the challenge. That's what I'm more interested in seeing, to be honest. But yeah, no, it was fire. This Silhouette Challenge is also getting out of control. I saw some funny ones. I saw someone like remix it and like the kids was in the background. That shit was funny. I saw a dude trying to do it. His mama started beating him in the video. That shit was hilarious.
I heard Common and Tiffany Haddish broke the internet.
Bro, it was spicy.
I saw it and my internet was working fine. I didn't really think it was that big of a.
It was a little spicy.
You thought so?
I liked it when he snatched her wig off. That was my favorite part. He was like, "Bitch, give me that ball."
But then I wasn't sure who was Common and who was. I'm not doing that. So the I was like, damn, did they switch? Like which? Where they?
Did you know North America was? That is, you are funny.
Yeah. But yeah, so they did that Silhouette Challenge.
Yeah, that shit started to look like my Friday night.
It's so unfortunate. I don't really like the Silhouette Challenge personally. It takes too long to get started in my opinion, because with the Busted Challenge, you can kind of like assess what's about to happen. It's kind of like an anticipation kind of a situation. But Silhouette, it's I can take it or leave it.
I just don't know where am I getting these red lights. I was just like, I said, is this a filter? And my homie was like, no, these are like, people have to like set this up and edit it. I'm like, I just don't have the time.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing like one of these viral videos or something, and then my shit not going viral.
Devastated.
And then like 8 people seeing it.
Hurts.
I just spent like an hour trying to like do this video, wardrobe change and shit.
Done on all these Valentine's Day lights.
Then I'm just getting roasted by my friends.
Mission not accomplished.
But somebody that got like that isn't kind of in the news about with these challenges, Chloe Bailey. You know her?
Oh, I love Chloe and
She's in. She's one of the.
She's one of the Chloe and Halle's.
Yeah.
Yes, I love them. Oh man, they're getting so grown. I remember I used to watch them when they were like little kids on YouTube.
Yeah, they're not little kids anymore.
No, they're not. Because her Busted Challenge was, if I was, I'd be in jail because she's too young for some of you niggas. Okay? Disgusting.
Yeah, but so people were, she did the busted challenge, right? Phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Phenomenal.
From the Versace robe to the finished product, she won.
With our broke ass. And then, but there was of course some haters.
Yes.
And a lot of haters apparently.
Yeah.
And then she got on Instagram Live and started like tearing up and crying.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out about how it's taken her so long to even become comfortable with her body and being able to like do such and such.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was some actually black women that was kind of giving her some flack about like, oh, you don't need to be asked for all this attention just because your sister does Disney, blah blah.
It's just, you know what it is?
Can't have nothing.
We can't do shit. No matter, and it's almost kind of like if you don't, you're damned. If you do, you're damned. Like at this point, y'all just leave people the fuck alone. You don't always have to voice your opinions about what someone else is doing, especially when like in real life, y'all. You don't fucking know them.
Mm-hmm.
You just doing this with your sister. Hold on, you don't know shit about their relationship. You don't know anything.
They're two different people.
What are we talking about? Also, some of y'all too old to be talking to this child. Mm-hmm. I know she's like 22.
Mm-hmm.
That is a child, in my opinion. Stop talking to her like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, go worry about your own ashy ass knees.
It's crazy. But then I think at some point she had posted a snippet of one of Beyonce's like songs. Basically saying, I'm rich, y'all broke, and Beyonce is my mentor, so y'all can suck a dick. I really don't care.
Let me tell you something. If I had Beyonce's number in my phone, and I could call her, and she would actually answer, and then talk to me, let me tell you, girl, don't be out here crying. Mm-mm. There better be tears of joy. Like, don't be out here like, fuck these crusty ass. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I would take a dump and record it. I'd be like, Beyonce loves me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I love you, Chloe. Y'all leave that little girl alone.
Even with the, with all the challenges and, not just Chloe, I'm seeing like some men on these social medias talking about like, oh man, you doing all these challenges all naked on the gram and stuff make me not want to wife you. And I'm like, what? What? A girl showing that she fine make you not want to wife her? What?
The audacity of some of y'all to think that you just such a prize. And it be the niggas that ain't got shit to offer you in a marriage.
Yeah.
That want to talk about something you maybe not want to marry you. Let me bust it down again. Can we get another challenge in here so I can get this nigga away from me? Like, what are you talking about?
It was one nigga, they had zoomed in on his profile picture. His knees was like the height of like an outlet. I was like, this old outlet height ass nigga. It'd be the ones that were like, I'm like, man, I'm glad he ain't part of the cool crew like this nigga here, bro.
Whoa, I'm laughing from actual personal pain because it sounds like one of the niggas I used to talk to.
Oh, yeah?
Let me tell you, don't give these short niggas your time. Okay, fuck them. Okay? Because they're going to talk to you crazy. You don't deserve it. Okay, keep your head up high, girl.
The short people, they already kind of, feel a certain way about you. Fair enough.
And that's all I have for that.
That's all you need. Shall we move on?
Yes.
Okay. Also, some black news coming up. The great Stacey Abrams.
Queen Stacey.
Queen Stacey.
Yo.
She's been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize for her work with the voting, etc.
Yes.
Getting this warmonger out of the office.
Get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah. So, her and Black Lives Matter were also nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, Stacey was nominated, like you said, for her work against voter suppression and creating like more equal voting rights. And Black Lives Matter was nominated not just for causing a conversation here in the States, but globally.
Yeah.
It caused a lot of different countries to really kind of evaluate how their race relations are with people of color. And so it's a great Black History Month.
Yeah.
It started off great.
Yeah.
I'm hyped. I'm kind of torn because I don't know who I want to win more.
Yeah. There's a third person also that was nominated that came out.
Who else?
Jared Kushner.
Kushner. Is he the weed?
No, it's Ivanka's
Ivanka who?
Booth, the name that we don't really say, try not to say. Ivanka Trump's.
Oh, you talking about that skinny corpse?
Yeah.
Wait, he got nominated?
He got nominated
for
the peace in the Middle East.
You know what? Okay, y'all.
He solved all the holy wars. There's no more holy wars anymore. So.
All right, Nobel, you're about to lose your credibility. Now I'm less impressed now that BLM Stinson got nominated because you kind of watered it down with Jared Kushner.
Yeah.
Peace in the Middle East. Okay.
You ever was like in school and it was like, hey, we need somebody to run for like sergeant of arms, and didn't nobody know what that was, so nobody volunteered. This was kind of what that moment was. It was like he just submitted his name. Peace
in the Middle East. Whoever nominated him, y'all need to get them. Okay, y'all might want to take him off the board, restrict his nomination access.
Yeah. Nomination access.
All right.
Yeah. So that's going on.
Cool. Well, happy Black History Month to Stacey and BLM and all of our other followers.
Yep.
Jared Kushner. God.
What a time.
We can't have shit.
We can't have a goddamn thing. Now it's time for another segment, which is also going to tie into some Black History Month.
Ooh.
Real news.
Real news, guys.
Real news time, guys.
Y'all know this is my favorite segment. I say it every podcast.
Oh, this is your favorite segment?
I love real news.
Oh, I didn't really like movies like that. Huh. How about that?
If you don't know me by now. What's going on?
So you know Ryan Coogler got a deal with Disney Plus.
He got a deal with them.
He got not Disney Plus, Disney. Yeah, he got a deal with Disney. So they basically are going to be working with him for the next few years.
That shit, come on, black man.
Get your money, bro.
Get the money, black man.
Most recently, he's got a Wakanda series that they're in the works and working on.
That's fire.
Yeah, man.
Because you know what we don't have enough of? Niggas on television.
Yeah.
Period.
When will we?
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Ryan Coogler at the helm. That shit is lit.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Ryan Coogler. It's funny, I know we were talking off camera, like I'm really curious to see where they're going to go with Black Panther 2. So I'm glad that they're just like continually expanding like that series. That's dope.
Yeah, man. It's I'm just looking forward to seeing more Ryan Coogler work also. He did, Creed 1, and of course Black Panther. But I'm really looking forward to seeing like what else he has thinking up there in his mind. So that'll be cool.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal talent. Shout out to you, Ryan. I am super excited to see that. Disney, okay, Disney, you're doing it right. You made up for your racist past. You're doing it. Yeah. Okay, they trying.
But they got, Hallie as,
Ariel,
the mermaid.
And then they made Melissa McCarthy Ursula. Yeah, so that's
you tell me that? I didn't know that part.
Yeah, they canceled each other out there. That's what that is. That's
because Ursula,
nobody won.
Ursula is a black woman, right? The character, right?
I thought Ursula was a black drag queen.
Okay, I like that. All right. Yeah, I accept that. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if y'all saw Ursula. If you've ever seen a drag queen. Nigga, it's like spot on. Okay. What else is going on in real news? Oh, I had some real news.
Oh, okay. What you got?
I just watched this series. I saw people on Twitter talking about it called Winx, the Fate Saga. It's basically it's slick.
Fate Saga?
Fate Saga.
Oh, Fate. Okay.
It's slick gave me like Pretty Little Liars mixed with Harry Potter mixed with like Divergent. It's like a lot of elements going on. It's basically about this girl. Like just imagine you at Earth chilling, and then you find out you a fucking fairy.
Oh shit!
That's just crazy. The bitch almost burned down.
Wings and shit.
Spoiler alert: the bitch almost burned down her house with her family in it. Just some crazy shit. Then she got sent to this fairy school to figure out her powers. Okay. And like, of course, when you the only nigga like you on Earth, you have to know something is wrong. Yeah. And so shit kind of like goes crazy.
Hijinks and shit.
Yeah, it's a hijinks and shit. I'm trying to think of what word to use. Hijinks.
I knew you were looking for.
Yeah, I was like, what is the word that Jamie uses? No, you're like, it actually was pretty good. It's only 6 episodes. Y'all check that shit out.
Okay. Winx.
You
finished it?
Yeah. I mean, it's 6 episodes. I like these short series. This is easier for me to like binge them really quickly.
See, those short episodes, the short series for me, I'm like, oh, I can watch that anytime. I'm gonna pick it up. Now I got like 9 series. I'm on episode 1 on all of them. I was watching this movie from like, I watch like old shit sometimes, most of the time.
Yeah.
So this movie is called The Watermelon Man.
No. Go ahead.
The title grabbed me. They had me at hello.
Like I'm like this. Watermelon.
So The Watermelon Man is a movie about a extremely bigoted white man who goes around the world making jokes at either the black bus driver or the elevator person, or just random things. And then one day wakes up and he's black, and then figures life out after that. And his skin actually turns from white to black. Actually,
that shit is crazy. That sounds like a Terry Crews documentary.
Yeah, it's comedy.
Yeah.
Comedy also. So it was pretty interesting for the time that I was watching it. So
I wonder if Jordan Peele got some of his Get Out idea from that.
Maybe,
because that sounds like a reverse Get Out. Interesting.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, Watermelon Man.
Yeah. Look at the trailer if you don't want to watch the movie. Because
I'm gonna watch the trailer.
Watch the trailer.
I can commit to that.
Yeah, it's like 2 minutes. But other than that, I actually wanted to spend some time thinking about some of our, some of the works that's already been created.
Yes.
For example, you got any favorite black movies from your times?
The Color Purple.
Oh, okay.
It's probably my favorite movie, to be honest.
Okay. Oh, yeah. All these people talking about the $2,000 relief checks,
right?
And stimulus checks. Before the election, it was like, hey, if you want $2,000, go ahead and elect John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock. And
hell yeah.
all the people were like, oh, okay, cool, say less, my nigga.
Right.
And now they're like, oh man, I might be able to give you about 800. Like, bruh.
I just want to say I know where you work.
Yeah, and apparently they ain't got no security up in there.
Right. I'm a constituent. I will come and see what my tax dollars is doing. Okay, I will come up and through there. I'm just glad they passed that bill. It's funny because they passed it today. It was 50 to 49 vote. Of course, no Republicans voted for it, which is, y'all, at this point, they don't want you to have nothing. And I just don't, all the Republicans I know, that one person, like, it's just, I felt like it's getting harder and harder for you to justify being a member of this party. Just don't.
Yeah.
Say it no more. It's embarrassing.
It's crazy, man, because, what being a Republican was supposed to be, like, historically, has kind of just gotten so far away from that, and that's just been their, like their care to try to bring people in, what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, you don't want to pay taxes, right? People be like, okay, well, if my taxes are making sure that the road is fixed and that, kids in school have such and such, then, let's pay those taxes. Looking at you, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah. And all you niggas talking about something like, oh, like, Trump's going to do this, Trump's going to do that. Our taxes are going up over the next 7 years because of that nigga. So fuck you who voted for him, but goddamn taxes going up.
Yes. Also, one of the things that Joe Biden signed is the separation of families at the border, during the immigration situation.
Right.
He started some kind of investigations into like how they're doing that, because that's obviously not how.
It's not working. Y'all can't even pair these people back together. And to be honest, I didn't understand the separation in the first place. If you're going to detain people, which y'all were doing, you're detaining people, why you can't detain them together?
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if the cage height was good, because they had to walk in. So I think the kids had to be different cages for adults.
You're right. That makes sense.
I think there's men and women cages.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, well,
that's why you're not president, bro.
You know what? That's why I'm not president.
That was inappropriate.
That was hilarious.
But let me see. Moving on.
Yes.
Let me see what else we got here. Senate confirmations.
Bro.
So, because, Joe Biden finally got his cabinet in there, now that he's in the office, and all those insurrectionists are out.
Get the fuck out of my shit.
Crazy. So he's been nominating, different people for his cabinet. You got some news on who he's nominated?
Yes. So Alejandro Mayorkas, he's going to be the new head of Homeland Security, which is major. He's the first Latin man and immigrant that would be at the helm of this position. And from the closet to the cabinet, Pete Buttigieg. What? Okay. The first gay man in the cabinet. Like, I'm just super proud. Like, I've been saying this time for gay people to come out of closets and get into cabinets. Cabinets are new. Closets are old. Cabinets are all the rage.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
No, but seriously, guys, it's a big deal.
It seems like there's more room in a cabinet than there is in a closet.
Look, we're going to find out.
A walk-in closet.
Pete going to come to the meetings and he going to let us know. Okay? He going to let us know about his new cabinet position. It's just really historic. Like, his cabinet is just very diverse. It's 50%
He's a veteran, too.
Women. Who, Pete?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But yeah, like his cabinet's pretty diverse. 50% women, 50% like people of color, and now the first gay like cabinet member.
Yeah.
Yo, it's a new time. It kind of feels like Trump. Like, I know it happened, but this is just so fucking different from like the last 4 years.
Yeah.
It was like a nightmare.
Man, over these last 12 days, I haven't really had to pay attention to like politics that much. Like, I know, we're aware of stuff, but it's like before, it's like, every other day, you're like, all right, are we good?
What the fuck is going on?
Are we good? Oh, okay. Are we good?
Right. Does he still have the nuclear codes?
Right.
Does he still have them?
Yeah.
Yeah, just shit you shouldn't have to worry about as a normal citizen. Like, I'm already a black man. I don't need to be worried about extra shit in America. Okay, this is enough.
Yeah. Legit.
Okay.
Legit. They said they're going to try to get Donald Trump removed from the intelligence briefings because I think the past presidents still get those intelligence briefings.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. So they're trying to get him removed from those briefings.
You know what would do that if you convict him?
Oh yeah, that's true too. Can't get news in jail.
Hey, easy, easy guys. Fuck.
Jesus.
You think? And these niggas are leading the. I'm like, is it really? It's not like they say it's not rocket science. Maybe it need to be.
Maybe it
need to be. I want more education running the country. It's just ugh.
So they're having his impeachment trial because he, caused that
coup.
The coup, yeah, and that started this week, I think yesterday, and the his lawyers like quit like right before because he wanted them to push the agenda of the the fraudulent election, blah blah blah, which is obviously that's stupidity. And they're like, nah, man, we see Rudy Giuliani about to get disbarred, so we're not about to do the same thing. So like a number of his lawyers like quit right before.
Also, you know what I don't understand? If you gonna hire an expert to do some shit for you, shut up. You don't know the law, obviously. Yeah. That's why you're in trouble now. You don't know the law. Shut up. Let me do my job. Ciao.
There's some wildness out there.
I would say good luck, but I want you to go to hell. So, not Trump.
Good luck to us.
Right.
So one thing I did kind of want to bring up that was like some kind of crazy. I want to say it's like kind of tech news, but it's like really like more financial. So maybe like fintech news. So you know about stocks and stuff, right?
Yes.
So Robinhood is one of these apps where people can trade stocks. It makes it like kind of a little bit easier for people to do because you can just do it on your phone and stuff. And but have you heard about like the GameStop AMC situation?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Great. So well, never mind.
No, let's talk about it.
No. So for the viewers, the AMC, the movie theaters, that was like a failing stock, and GameStop was a failing stock, because they were going out of business, etc. I think they were like closing stores and shit too. So it's kind of inevitable. So what hedge funds and like these, kind of like richer people usually do, they usually they can short stocks, which will kind of like they're predicting the stock to go bad, and when it does, the people that did bet on them kind of get money. Yeah.
Like so essentially they like borrow the stock from like a holder. So let's say I have 100 GameStop shares for $20, and then you take them from me, and then it drops, but then like you resell it, so you like make money. Like so you make like the difference. So like you sold it for 20 because it was 20 when I had it. Then it drops to 7. So then you have to like owe me 7, but you made $13. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's how like they have been making this money.
That's what happened during the housing crisis. A lot of people were shorting stocks back then too. So anyway, that was happening, and on Reddit there was a subreddit community where they were like, hey guys, let's get together and let's buy all this AMC, let's just buy like a number of like selected stocks, and which will drive the price up, against whatever is actually happening, and what against their bets, right? So hedge funds, people were starting to lose money, and billions of money,
like several of them had to file for bankruptcy.
Yes. And I think one company lost like 50% of all their market share, which is, if billions is just 50%, that's, you can just imagine how much money that they were making.
Right.
But when that started happening, Robinhood was like, oh shit, we need to like try to do something and like kind of inject ourselves in this little situation. So they stopped the ability to buy, a number of those stocks, which a lot of people was like, yo, like this is one, the whole thing about Robinhood, the whole, take from the rich, give to the poor.
Yep.
But, when the rich started losing money, you like stop the stock. So it's like, what side is the company really on?
Yeah.
So the CEOs having been to kind of talk to like Congress and the SEC about, their dealings.
Yeah, and I hope you go to jail.
You think so?
I hope you go to fucking jail. The SEC did not tell you to do this. Like, no one fucking told you to, like you said, inject yourself into a situation. If this is a free market and people are able to, like, buy and sell as they want, because, like Robinhood says in their little mission statement, the market's for everybody, then let it be for fucking everybody. Like, because these rich people start to lose money and they start to freak out. If the SEC, the niggas that run the shit, didn't get involved, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like,
that's literally their job.
Yes, like you just mind your business and let people trade and make their money.
Yep.
So yeah, it really is an interesting time, I think, for how people think about like wealth in this country, but even like the stock market. Like, it will never be the same, because I was thinking like, okay, you stop people from buying AMC and GameStop. Well, that shit is high now. People are just gonna move on to the next stop once they get a tip that people are betting against it. Like, you can't stop people from trading, and if you do, you're gonna end up losing your money anyway.
Well, I mean, I think the original thought was to do exactly what the people on Reddit were trying to accomplish, is that like, hey, like, let's try to fight against like these hedge funds guys who are just trying to profit off of a company's like losses, you know what I'm saying, and as like kind of fight back against them,
Right?
And all the nerds on Reddit are like, oh, we don't want GameStop to go out of business because how are we gonna get our games?
I love GameStop.
No offense.
One of those nerds. Guilty.
But I mean, so, and I think what happened is kind of like, it shows you why people feel like yeah, let's fight the rich, because this is the kind of shit that they get away with.
Yeah. It just shows down when people are like, invest your money, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, do this, and then you start doing it, and they're like, whoa. Don't do that.
Not like that.
Don't do that shit. Do it a different way. Figure some new shit out.
Get your lemonade stand.
Right. Yeah. Fuck you, Robinhood. Fuck you, fucking hedge fund people. I hope you lose more of your fucking money.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, like, to even like think like, oh, what's happening? Oh, okay. It's all right. Let's just stop everybody from being able to do this. You didn't think nothing was going to happen?
Right. But you didn't stop a lot of these like $1 million brokers from doing the same thing, and that's my problem. I mean, even if they stopped everybody, like, ain't none of y'all buy this shit, fine. But just for you to like not let a certain like portion of like the economic community do that, okay, all right.
It's crazy, man. What else is crazy is we have a new president. But before that happened, on January 6th, there was an insurrection. There was a coup. There was an attempt to overthrow the government.
Yes.
And a number of those people that tried to do that, they stormed the Capitol.
Yes.
We talked about that in the last episode. And, I think you got some news about some of the people.
I have some audacious news, guys. You're hearing this here first. So as people are being arrested and their information is being posted publicly and all this stuff is coming out, which I love, because you don't deserve no fucking privacy. You fucking coolest.
Domestic terrorists also.
Domestic fucking terrorists. They have been publishing people's voting records, and it turns out a lot of people that felt like the election was cheated and they were robbed and it was fraudulent, so they stormed the Capitol because Trump told them to. A number of these niggas didn't even vote. You didn't participate in our democracy that you claim you were saving.
Wow.
Go to hell. Like, the audacity, how you're not even participating actively in like our democracy, but you want to save it.
Yeah.
See?
But I mean, that tells you it's not about like any order or any like one thing. It is about one thing. It's about them, their affinity to 45, and like whatever kind of twisted world that he's convinced them to be a part of, that's what they want. It's not about like, oh, we want make sure every legal vote is counted. Shut up. That's not what it's about.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not about any kind of conspiracy theory or any other thing.
Right.
Like
I can't hear you over your Camp Auschwitz shirt or your white supremacist flag. Like, just
or your Confederate flag in the fucking U.S. Capitol.
Disgusting. We're not over it, people. We're not.
Yeah.
And we won't be.
We shouldn't be.
We won't be.
That was the craziest stuff in the world. What?
I was watching news. I said, where is this? Calcutta? Where is this happening? Oh, that's D.C. What the fuck?
Is that Qatar? What is that?
Shout out to Qatar. It's so nice, guys.
All day.
When we are allowed to leave our homes, please go. It's beautiful.
I thought it was like 118 degrees.
It is hot as fuck. But it's beautiful. But it's beautiful.
All right, that's fair enough. Okay, Audacious Sports is next.
Look, we haven't done the segment in a minute. I'm excited because, I'm always out here trying to bag a baller. What's going on?
So I got 3 things.
Yes.
Okay, you want the first, second, or third thing?
First.
Okay, cool. So, LeBron James.
Yes. Hello, Your Majesty.
LeBron James, the Lakers were playing the Hawks the other day. And this is basketball.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. So at some point, there's not a lot of people allowed in the game because of COVID restrictions.
Oh, but some people can go now?
Rich people can go.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
They the dangerous ones.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. They the ones everywhere. No mask.
Gross.
But so apparently there was this white man that was kind of heckling LeBron James because nobody's there. Mm-hmm. They could hear everything on court, know. So LeBron James started talking back to this guy, and the guy's wife started kind of going back at LeBron, calling him, a bitch and all this other stuff, and so them two kind of got into it.
Right.
Then at some point, LeBron James did the whole,
get the fuck out of my house.
Get these people out of bed.
Bye.
I know we're not in LA, but get out of my house.
Right. I'm at work. Get out.
Yeah. So and then Courtside Karen is our latest rendition of that whole thing.
When will white people learn?
I don't know what they.
Oh my god,
man! And her whole thing. So LeBron's post game. He did say some things about Black History Month and how he celebrates Black History Month every day, and it's not just a month kind of thing.
Right.
So apparently he finished that Malcolm X book, which is good. Mm-hmm. But then he started talking about somebody asked him about the the altercation, and he was saying he just didn't take that level of disrespect from anybody. So when he realized, he thought that he was talking to a father and a daughter, but then at some point she started calling him her husband. And he was like, I was shocked. I thought this was a whole different kind of situation.
LeBron was like, you better get your daughter. Oh, that's your wife? Dude. Yeah. Gross. Yeah. First of all, I just feel this way about no matter what you do for a living. If you are at work, you deserve to be respected for whatever you're doing. Don't nobody take that shit at their job. You're not finna just talk to me crazy.
Yeah.
My own manager don't call me a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's just not finna happen in a place of work. Get your ass the fuck out of here. Because you shouldn't be in there anyway. I hope they close the games again, because obviously you're ignorant.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's just crazy, the thinking behind when people go to games or anything. I remember when I was a heckler back in the day. I used to be a pretty good heckler. I used to give these players a lot of shit, but I was in college, so it was right. Thing. And baseball and a couple football games, but it's not a big deal. But but anyway, I think the mindset nowadays where people are like, if I paid this money, then I can say and do whatever I want. And it's that's just not the case. You just mentioned, it's you don't just get to.
That's that slave mentality, that ownership. Yeah. Which again, cut that white shit out.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't own nobody.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't know what they got going on.
Well, I'm glad you learned today. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. I know her husband was pissed. Goddamn bitch.
Yeah, because now everybody's looking at both. They got all their business.
And he got to get out.
Yeah.
Them seats is expensive.
Yeah. I think the Hawks are investigating the situation.
Good.
Because she took her mask off. I think one of the stipulations for them to be able to come in is that they keep their mask on during the whole time. But she took her mask off to yell at LeBron James.
I hope you get sued for biochemical warfare.
Oh, yeah, also that too.
Absolutely.
So, it's crazy. So you want the second thing now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So Seahawks Chad Wheeler. I don't have a lot of details about this. Something about he attempted to. You all right?
Well, my blood is boiling. I know about this story.
Oh, you got it?
Yes, I'm gonna take this one, guys.
You might need to take that one because you need.
All right, guys.
Need some relief over there.
This is warm. I do need some relief. Where's my check? Where the fuck is my check, Joe? Where is it? Madam Vice President.
Where my money?
Your Honor. I did what I was supposed to do. I voted. Got you in there. Where my money? I need it. Okay, I got a cabin trip coming up. This Chad Wheeler.
Yeah.
He assaulted his girlfriend, his then girlfriend.
White man.
A white man. Chad Wheeler is white. I don't know if you can tell by the name Chad Wheeler. He's white as hell. He assaulted his black girlfriend. He actually, and assaulted is a nice way to say it, he beat her so bad that he thought he had killed her. He said this in a statement. He said he beat her, he thought he killed her, he went to sit down to eat his dinner after he thought he killed this woman, and then she started moving, and then that's when he called, like, you know, the ambulance or whatever.
He was like, oh, you alive?
Yeah, he was like, and then the audacity, this nigga just said, oh, I thought she was dead, so I went to go eat.
Wow.
Then she started moving. What the fuck is going on?
Wow.
Like, for real, like, we were talking about this, like, no excuse. Y'all know how I feel about black women. I love black women. And you're not finna just disrespect black women in any arena that I'm in. You're disgusting. I can't believe you're still on the Seahawks roster. Seahawks, this is why I don't know why I fuck with football now. It's disgusting.
Well, to be fair, we're in the off season, so it's like
he need to be off the team.
Yeah,
okay, he need to be permanently off season.
Yep.
But yeah, you were telling me like because the way even he reacted, like I thought I killed her. I just sat down to eat.
Right.
Obviously, something is wrong with your brain.
For sure. So the more details that I heard about it, like the heightened aggressiveness. A lot of those are like we talked about it before with I forgot the guy's name, but we talked about it before, like the CTE and how that brain injury that is. You can't even really discover it until after somebody like passed away. The guy that like killed the guy, but he ended up committing suicide. Yeah. Damn, I forgot his name. But yeah, he was like gay, and Antonio and Anthony. I was about to say Darius, but I know that's not him. That's not it. Well, y'all know who he is. The nigga, yeah. He's dead now, right? He definitely killed himself. Yeah, he killed himself. Yeah, but Chad Wheeler, on the other hand, he was telling his girlfriend to like bow to him. On some like worship me because I'm myself kind of thing, and when she didn't, that's when he like threw her down and did like a whole bunch of other stuff, and like you said, so y'all be careful out there, man. So yeah, y'all just gotta start taking this shit more seriously because that shit was disgusting. Yeah, the nigga need to be kicked off the team. Period. Yeah, asking his girlfriend to bow to him, and when she didn't, doing this whole thing is like, what? This is more. They got to do something. What kind of Django Candyland fantasy? It's. Yeah. I know y'all. I joke a lot about getting a baller because I want their money, but that's just not worth it. Because I know a lot of people in situations because of whatever. It's not worth your life. Yeah, it never is. Third thing. You ready for the third thing? Yes. The Super Bowl is next week. Hey, Jasmine Sullivan is singing the national anthem. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. Oh, I love her. Shout out to you, Jasmine. We talked about that, her album. What song she gonna sing? Oh, the national anthem. Okay, I was about to say. I thought she was gonna sing some song from her album. If Jasmine Sullivan got up there and they start playing the national anthem and she starts singing something else, I would die. Like on it. Yeah. If she started singing "Sit Down," I would be dying laughing. That is so funny. But no, yeah, I'm really excited to see her. I think her is also performing like America the Beautiful. So I'm like, do you know who's doing the halftime? I probably won't watch. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna watch the highlights on YouTube. But Tampa Bay and Kansas City's in it. Oh wow, the Chiefs are back. Yeah, the Chiefs are back. Yeah. Oh boy. Good for you. Look at you. Remember last year? I be remembering like historical things because Patrick Mahoney, he like was the something like historic or something happened. Yeah, when he like. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, shout out to y'all. Go ahead, Chiefs. Underdogs, y'all back again. Yeah, and Tom Brady is plays for Tampa, so he's who's that? Tom Brady. Oh, Gisele Bundchen's husband. I guess. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Him. He's back. He's So he used to be a Patriot. He used to be a Patriot. Yeah. So now he's cheating for a new team. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Well, hey, Chiefs, y'all better watch out because that nigga cheats. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's time for our most favorited segment of our podcast. Yeah. Let it burn. White shit. You almost got yourself. I almost got myself. You're right. My bad. Now it's time for white shit. Yes. In which we talk about things that white people do. But in this special episode, it's things that black people are doing. Stop acting like these white people. What are we doing? It's so, like, this story is so crazy. What white shit are we doing? Yo, this story is so crazy. So, Chattanooga, Tennessee, there's a school, there's a principal. Chattanooga, Tennessee. I went up there for my birthday. The pictures was lit.
The education system needs work, though. This principal at a school in Chattanooga, it's Black History Month, like we said, and she thought it'd be a good idea to have the theme of this Black History Month be All Lives Matter.
Oh, that's cool. All Black Lives Matter. That's what's up.
And they do. But that's not what she said.
Oh.
She said that she saw a mural in the school that said every child mattered. And so she wanted the theme of Black History Month to be All Lives Matter. Now, this is a black woman.
Shit.
This is a black woman who claims to have, like, you know, feet rooted in, like, social change and advocacy. I don't see it. Most people know, especially in education, understand that All Lives Matter is this polarizing term used to, like,
combat
and disimpact Black Lives Matter. That is not what we want during Black History Month, lady.
You can't have shit.
What's wrong with you? And the school, 71% Black, Latino, Native American.
Wow.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Wow.
You thought it was going to be a good idea.
Wow.
You thought All Lives Matter Black History celebration. Genius. Yes.
I figured it out, guys.
I can see it now.
They're going to love this.
Instead of highlighting black people doing Black History Month, all lives. So it's just like every other fucking month.
Yeah.
Like, this the principal, y'all. Get out of here.
It's a damn shame, man, because, you know, the principal sets the tone for, you know, the whole school. You know what I'm saying? Like, the assistant principals follow the thing. They follow the whatever orders that the principal puts out there. The teacher's like, oh, I got to make sure I do the thing because the principal says such and such. And then the students, you know, they look to the principal for sometimes even guidance or even like just as one of the role models in their life. And, and now they have, you know, this this principal with this, at the very least, very poor judgment, but at most a little bit of kind of like aggressive negligence. I would even say, like
extremely tone deaf.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Insensitive, not thoughtful. The fact that I thought about it, you didn't. You didn't. They need to look at somebody else to run the ship because, Captain, you need to be thrown overboard. Something is wrong.
It's crazy. It's unfortunate, but yeah. So this white shit brought to you by
niggas doing white shit.
This black principal. You know, but you know, support black women.
Yeah, we love you.
In spite. Now it's time for our last segment of the day. Thank you all for joining us so far. Make sure you guys cop yourself one of our Let It Burn candles so that you can be letting it burn with us during this time. But you can't do that right now because you don't have a Let It Burn candle. Look at you.
And for those of you that do, now's your time. Bring them out.
Look at you.
Light them up because we about to let it burn.
You're prepared. It was already ready. It was like, what am I got?
It was like, hold on, shit.
Oh my God.
It was like, I got my shit out. I'm ready. Been waiting to let this shit go all week. I'm ready.
You know what you let burn?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Okay, so this week, what I'm letting burn is sucking the wrong dick. That's what I'm letting burn. You know, I'm sick of it. Okay? A lot of us out here, we just been doing it, hoping it'll pay off, and it's not. So from now on, ladies, lock it up. Lock them jaws up. These niggas don't deserve it. Stop sucking the wrong dick, okay? Because what did he get you? Come in the face. That's all I got you. Okay? He didn't even feed you first. And then he didn't call you afterwards. And then he blocked you on IG. And I don't miss him. I don't. Anyway, ladies, don't let that happen to you. Okay? So I'm letting that shit burn.
This isn't
From now on, only the right dicks.
How do you know if it's the right
You know, if I fucking knew, I wouldn't be sucking the right dicks. If I knew, I wouldn't be to be continued. When I figure it out, I'm gonna come back and report.
Good luck, man. You okay?
No, go ahead. What you letting burn?
Like a. I don't even know. I got a blank page in front of me right now, guys. I don't know what's going on. What I'm letting burn, I'm going to let burn the idea of peace. Stay with me. I know it's a little crazy, a little out there. So I'm letting burn the idea of peace. I was kind of listening to this podcast again. You know, sometimes I just get ideas from other things. And basically, you know, I think a lot of times if things aren't, you know, great, then it must be the other thing. You know, it must be the opposite of great. And sometimes we're like, oh man, I don't want to like feel, you know, bad or sad, or I don't want to like these negative emotions, like whatever the energy is, or even if it's like I don't feel like doing certain, you know, tasks or, you know, activities sometimes. But you know, I think, we don't realize, like, in the middle is, like, peace where, nothing's really happening. But I think in nature, things are always moving, whether it's up or down, If I want to accept the ecstatically great things, you have to, like, be prepared for, some of the other feelings also. The very idea of, positive emotions or feelings or energy or whatever, the very definition means that there's an opposite side to that.
Right.
So, letting peace burn is kind of like like an observation that, like, what, life moves interchangeably and it's fluid and it's not like just one state. So I'm letting that burn. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no peace. I see you in that Turner.
Fuck peace burn.
No peace. I see you. And last but not least, we gotta let it burn for this podcast because this podcast is lit. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. We love you. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Audacity Podcast. You can find us at
The Audacity, Jamie and Warren.
on IG. My personal handle is Warren's World 18.
Oh, that's what you. Okay, all right. Yeah, you can find me at Say Less Jamie.
Yes, you can hit us on our website, theaudacityjmeandwarren.com, Twitter, The Audacity Podcast, Facebook, The Audacity Podcast, YouTube, The Audacity Podcast. Check us out. DM us. We love to hear from you guys. If you are someone who wants to be on the Audacity Podcast, please hit me up, DM us, so we can talk about it. We are getting our guest schedule lined up for the new season. So yeah, if you think you'd be a good guest, let us know why.
Make sure you got some stuff to say, because we ain't just bring you up here to have a conversation. We have conversations. You know what I'm saying? He got stuff to say, I got stuff to say, then we say things. If you ain't got nothing to say, just save everybody an email. Also, you can catch us our email, theaudacityjamieandwarren@gmail.com.
Yeah, hit us up.
But with all that being said,
Until the future.
I guess that was, you're right.
Bye!